Great. All right, let's go. Some of the projects that we have consulted on and that I've consulted on recently, one of them has been in the news, although it hasn't, the title has not been used, and that was the Sidara project built in the Kingdom, and that was one of the targets of the bombing that occurred a few weeks ago. And it was massive. 30 envelope teams of different chemical processes were part of the plan, and it was a major undertaking. I consulted on that project for 7 years. And one of the most challenging things was the cultures and cultural differences, and some of them represented in the team that I was working on. Obviously, the Saudis, U.S. Dow Chemical was one of the owners, along with Saudi Aramco. And then the contractors were one located in Madrid, a Spanish contractor, ABB out of Sweden, and a couple of other cultures, one in India. So that was a very challenging project to consult on, and I have some more stories, but we don't have time for all of them today. But that's one of the big challenges of international project consulting, for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to advance the slides, and it's not happening. Why do you think that is, Wendy?
Just try clicking in the center with your mouse of the center of the screen.
Right. Oh,
there you go.
Perfect. Sorry.
No problem.
Right. So we pretty much talked about, I think, the things right there already, and let's get into some of the key concepts. My experience has been that it's being more appreciated that trust and transparency are key ingredients to helping projects be more cost effective, which is a big deal. As many of you know, the cost of building projects just has spiraled over the last 10 years. So there's a lot of focus on how to reduce costs and how to prevent things that tend to make costs go out of control. So the four things that are really at the heart of our experience and my experience is that authentic trust, and that is simply people feeling, trusting, a mutual confidence that neither party will intentionally exploit the other's vulnerabilities is a definition that I think is a good one. That I work with you, and I believe our relationship is good enough that I believe that if as a contractor we make a mistake, we then need to own it, and you need to have confidence that we will try to immediately mitigate the problems that are caused, or all of us will learn in the process so that we can prevent that kind of problem in the future. So that authentic trust, not exploiting either the contractors or the owners' vulnerabilities, whether it's in terms of money, reputation, or whatever. So that's a key concept. The second one here is increased transparency. And my personal opinion is this is sort of a chicken and egg issue. Which came first? You can start with authentic trust, and I'm going to show you a number of processes for doing that. You can start with more transparency, which then makes people more confident to trust. They really go together, and they reinforce each other. The third idea here is that sustained project team alignment, no matter what size the project is. It can be a small project. We still know that when there is alignment, meaning that people understand the drivers, which is the prominent driver in this phase of the project. They understand roles and responsibilities. That's one of the biggest causes of conflict in my experience on projects. The PM or someone else has not been totally clear about responsibilities and roles of the project members, and it may be that sub-teams have no idea what the roles are of a different sub-team, and sometimes they need to work together. So this alignment just doesn't happen overnight, and I'll talk more about processes for ensuring getting off on the right foot at the beginning of a project, and then ensuring that we can sustain alignment through the project life cycle. Okay. Wendy, I'm going to have you take me back. I apologize. Are you there?
No problem. Yep, no problem.
I know human behavior. I don't know technology as well.
Let's see.
Yeah, we were ready for that next slide. Great, thank you. Yeah, one more.
One more, there you go, okay.
That's great, okay, I can take it now. So this is the ideal, and many of you I know have heard of teams going through processes of development. And so these are the 4 stages that are often given in describing a project team's maturing from beginning to high performance at the end of the project, or hopefully as soon as possible. And so you can see some of the things, the benefits of a well-aligned team. Fewer conflicts, better flow of information, and overall efficiency. So this looks ideal as you take a look at this, but we all know that things like this happen. So what are the kinds of things that derail a project from making a straight line from being a group of individuals to a high-performing team? Well, there are a number of things, and they come in 2 varieties, really. They can be technical problems. It could be with equipment. It could be environmental. We find that we can't build exactly where the project plan originally called for. There could be a lack of equipment, for example, or technically proficient people. Or the other source of conflicts can be interpersonal. They can be the fact that some people don't get along very well with each other, and we all know that happens in every environment, whether it's on a project team or another type of organization. And sometimes it's miscommunication or misunderstandings that occur because the communication wasn't clear or not timely. In fact, not responding to requests for information across projects is the biggest source of conflicts that our research has uncovered recently. We did a query of our database. We have 8,000 individual responses from, I think it's 225 project teams around the world. And one of the key causes of conflict, one is too much reliance on email. The second one was not getting the information that my team has requested in order to stay on schedule and do our work. Other issues that can cause these lines that we're seeing right now have to do with disagreements on processes, and I'm sure many of you have experienced that. And again, personality differences, that's just the way it is. We've got different styles, and then cultural differences. So this kind of gives a flow chart of seeing what the core concepts are here, and we're starting with the idea of trust. So you can see that the left-hand diagram shows what I call the value shrinking loop. So information is restricted, and this could be starting with the owner organization. You know, let's not give the contractor just too much information here. There may be a mistake that was made, and then that might confirm my suspicion that, you know, you.
Hi there, I hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Maludis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also gaining complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN2EARN, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.